Okay, so question is, when was the last time you stay up throughout the entire night? Well, like I remember the night that I couldn't sleep. Is that ki uh, it's May 2020, May, March, April, May, yeah, May 2020, um, 17th of May, yeah, 17th of May 2020. So what exactly happened is that he, I was actually doing a job in a company, okay, and I was doing a job for almost like a 2.5 year in that particular company. Then COVID came, okay, and COVID came, and because of the COVID, uh, government announced that we should supposed to shut down the all those companies and things like that. So basically हमारे companies को shut down नहीं हुआ, basically is this thing कि they shifted from or work from home. So March 17 March 2020 I from came home, and basically is this thing कि I'm actually doing from work from home, okay. March, April and May. So during the May, um, our like basically company's CEO chairman, they actually into the call, Zoom call, और जहाँ पे सारे employees थे, and in front of all those employees, like basically Zoom call था ये, and they say that कि because of the COVID we didn't really have that much work, okay, and our client says that कि like they didn't really have that much work, okay. So chairman says कि we won't be able to give you a salary from next month, so you are kind of like a gap. Like they didn't really say fire, they say gap. Means like gap means like that कि you will not get any money, okay, but you will rejoin the company after the COVID, okay. And it's a kind of like a something written when the chairman says all those things, it's directly it's a kind of like a something really manager level of talk, okay. It's a like ये बातें है ना, ये कुछ इसी तरह से होती है कि um, ये चेयरमैन वगैरह दे डिडंट डायरेक्टली से कि आपको सीधा फायर कर दिया जाएगा, नो दे डिडंट से, दे से गैप, ओके। इसका मतलब ये है कि ये जस्ट लाइक हाँ, हम आप पे भरोसा करते हैं, एंड वेन एवर वी रिक्वायर्ड देन वी विल कॉल यू, तब तक आप निठल्ले रहो घर पे। सो इट्स जस्ट लाइक दैट ना कि when this thing happened, I was like really shocked, yeah. like 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 basically is this thing ना कि कंपनी के ऑलमोस्ट सारे एम्प्लॉय को एक तरह से गैप दे दिया, gap fire, yeah, kind of like a something really, yes. And when it happened na, it just like I didn't really like, I don't know यार वो क्या था at that time. I just feel like that na, the effort I took for that company, like almost like a 2.5 year of doing the job on that company, दिन रात एक किया, like 10-10 12-12 घंटे काम किया उस कंपनी के साथ, okay. And basically is this thing कि when such thing happened, suddenly one Zoom call and they says that कि you are fired. मेरा दिमाग खराब हो गया यार dude. Yes, it just like it felt like that ना कि मेरे 2.5 साल तो बर्बाद हो गए, but it just like that ना कि उस 2.5 साल पहले the effort I took for kind of like understanding the craft for joining that particular company, if you this and that, it just like that ना, it felt like that कि भाई मेरी लाइफ एक तरह से ऐसा लग रहा है कि किसी ने मेरा इस्तेमाल किया, एंड दे जस्ट लाइक बेसिकली एक रांड होती है ना, ओके, जहाँ पे एक इंसान आपको चोद के चला जाता है, इट फेल्ट लाइक दैट कि एक बंदा है जिसने मेरे को करीब 2.5-3 साल चोदा, फिर उसके बाद वो चला गया, एंड अभी मेरे पास कोई पैसे, इट जस्ट इट आई डोंट नो, इट्स लाइक it's a very fucked up situation, dude. I don't know, it just, how should I supposed to express this feeling? Is that like that kind of, when I lost my job, it's just so bad, so bad. Okay, इतना मेहनत मैंने कभी, like basically I didn't really did that much kind of like a effort in while doing studies, बट जॉब में मैंने उतना एफर्ट किया यार डूड, एंड मैंने लाइक आई थॉट अबाउट लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स कि हाँ ऐसा होगा वैसा होगा, लाइक बेसिकली इफ़ आई हैव दिस अमाउंट ऑफ मनी, फिर यहाँ से मैं, या देन बेसिकली दिस थिंग कि आई थॉट दैट कि let's switch the company. Okay, but unfortunately because of the covid, so most of the companies they don't really wants to, they are not hiring most of the people. वो लोग हायर नहीं कर रहे थे, and it was kind of like a something really like, I don't know how, this is like when I wanted to say all those things ना, ये साले फटाके क्यों फूट रहे यार, it's not really happy moment for me, and why this फटाके is actually, अब तो दिवाली भी नहीं है ना डूड, जस्ट खत्म करो ना डूड. So at that night I haven't really sleep. Okay, and since that day I decided that कि instead of working for others, what if I started working for myself? क्या मैं खुद के लिए काम नहीं कर सकता हूँ? Obviously I can do that, and since then I was actually doing work with myself. मैंने खुद के लिए काम किया, like basically खुद के लिए means like that ना कि just there is a one thing that I understand that कि like I don't know, like I most of people एक डायलॉग है 3 in 3 इडियट में कि काबिल बनो. ओके, कामयाबी झक मार के पीछे आएगी, एंड दिस इज काइंड ऑफ लाइक समथिंग रियली लिटिल बिट ऑफ ट्रू. आई थिंक दैट इट्स अ ट्रू. ओके, क्योंकि जॉब के लिए हज़ारों लोग पीछे जाते हैं. ओके, लाइक बेसिकली इज दिस थिंग ना कि आफ्टर दिस थिंग हैपेंड, next day I went to LinkedIn, I just went to naukri.com and I sending resume there lots of there. Okay, then somehow there is a company. Okay, so they says that yeah, in the covid, so basically they have vacancy for almost like a 4 people, and they wanted to do interview, and interview होगा वो zoom call पे होगा. Okay, so I thought yeah, okay, that's fine. So basically what exactly happened इन द इंटरव्यू, मुझे लगा कि शायद बंच ऑफ पीपल होंगे, लाइक 1-2 लोग होंगे और मैं होऊंगा, लाइक बेसिकली 3 people, बट नहीं. ओके, लाइक वैकेंसी थी 4, बट उस 4 वैकेंसी के लिए देयर आर ऑलमोस्ट लाइक thousands ऑफ पीपल. सो बेसिकली व्हाट इज एटली दिस थिंग कि दे से इज दैट कि वी हैव अ जूम कॉल ऑफ इंटरव्यू. So they send us kind of like a sign up and everything. Okay, so I went there. तो वहाँ पे almost like hundreds of people थे, hundreds of people. Okay, like basically hundreds of people are waiting for the interview. Okay, और उस waiting पे like just kind of like that ना कि वो एक एक करके interview ले रहे थे. Like basically you just have to stay in the lobby means like that कि वो zoom call में एक lobby होता है कि you stay there in the lobby. Okay, so interview is just like the invite that particular person, तो वो आता है and that particular person do interview. Okay, 2 minute में interview खत्म, then whatever she decide, whatever those people decide, they went to another. सो बेसिकली व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू ना, तो उस वेटिंग लिस्ट में करीब 100 लोग थे, और वो 100 ही लोग थे. लाइक बेसिकली दिस थिंग ना, द नंबर इज इवन मोर, बट एक्चुअली द जूम कॉल हैज़ 100 पीपल लिमिट, तो 100 पीपल ही थे वहाँ पे. दे से इज दैट कि दे हैव एंटायर क्लस्टर ऑफ काइंड ऑफ लाइक दैट कि सुबह करीब 100 लोग इंटरव्यू हो गए, फिर शाम को सोलो के, दोपहर को सोलो सोलो के इंटरव्यू होंगे, फिर शाम को सोलो के इंटरव्यू हो गए. आई वाज लाइक व्हाट द फक डूड. ओके, लाइक 4 वैकेंसी के लिए दे हैव ऑलमोस्ट लाइक अ थाउजेंड्स ऑफ पीपल. ओके, हाउ दे सपोज टू जज. 2 मिनट, वो भी डिजिटल इंटरव्यू में. It's like, I don't know, it's like that ना. when I just thought that कि भाई क्या है ये. like, मैं आई एम एक्चुअली थिंकिंग अबाउट दैट ना कि मेरी लाइफ बहुत मस्त है, ऐसी है वैसी है. लाइक दिस 2.5 year ऑफ डूइंग अ जॉब, आई थॉट दैट कि हाँ मैं रिलाई कर सकता हूँ मेरा फ्यूचर इस कंपनी पे. बट नहीं. लाइक बेसिकली अगर कुछ आगे जाके ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है, ओके, शुड आई सपोज टू स्पेंड दैट मच अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम? नहीं ना डूड. ओके, like I just have to took the really kind of like a very stagnant decision that ki what should I supposed to do? Should I find another job or should I work for myself? And I realized that ki work for myself is really better. So yeah, it's a lot of things, dude. Yeah, I just like when this thing happened, it's, I don't know, it's kind of like that na कि आप इस चीज़ को um, like when you experience that thing na, the gravity that you can understand. Yeah. And that night, yes, the way that I know that ki at that day, like I get fired, yeah. Like directly say fired na, like they say gap. They say gap. A very kind of like they use a very like a safest language. They didn't really say fire, they say gap, like we are actually giving you a gap. Yeah, so this is the night that I couldn't sleep. Yeah, I stay up entire night. Next question.